Well, Thor Ramsey is one of America's top Christian comedians, and you probably know him from his best-selling Thou Shalt Laugh DVD series, as well as his 5 comedy specials. He's now starring in his first movie called Church People. It's in theaters through Fathom Events, March the 13th, 14th, and 15th. Would you please welcome Thor Ramsey?
Well, I bought this shirt today.
It looks great.
It looks great because I bought it at Nordstrom's. I wanted to give Nordstrom's a plug.
Did they give it to you?
Going back tomorrow. So, yeah, stuff the tag right up here.
That's great. Don't lose that tag, man. They won't take it back. Hey, it's great having you here.
I'm glad to be here.
I'm excited about the movie, and I love the title, Church People.
Yes.
So what is Church People all about?
What is Church People all about? Well, here's the story how it came about. I don't know how long I have, but if you let me go.
You're almost finished.
I know.
So,
I've already overstayed my welcome. Normally, I just talk till people file out. That's why I say that. But so this was probably about 2008, 2009. I was working on this script. There's a great guy over at Sony Affirm named Josh Nadler. Great guy. And I pitched them this idea called Youth Group, which is what Church People started out to be. Yeah. And Josh called me up and gave me notes over the phone. And he did that 5 times. So he gave me notes on 5 rewrites. And he said, what it really needs is a big idea to bring all the characters together. And I'm like, all right, a big idea. What's a big idea? So I'm like, I don't know what the big idea I'm looking for is, but I'll know it when I hear it. So a friend calls me up. Again, this is about 2008, 2009. And he says, you're not going to believe this. A church is crucifying a human being on Friday, Good Friday.
This is real?
Well, he's thinking it is.
Okay,
And I'm saying, no, you're kidding me. He goes, no, I'm looking at their social media thing. I'm like, let's investigate. And it turned out to be false.
Oh, okay.
But their ad gave him the impression that it was real. Now, what it did for me is that it let me know that the American evangelical church, and I'm a Christian, I'm an evangelical Christian. Yeah. I love Jesus and I love the church. But it let me know that pastors had been doing crazy things to attract people to church, such crazy things that for a moment, for the slightest moment, my friend and I believed an American evangelical church would actually do something like that. And in that moment, I knew there's my big idea.
Your big idea.
That's the big idea.
Well, you know, I've seen the trailer of the film, and one of the things that I find, I mean, it's a comedy, and that's what I think people are going to love about this. The message is there. It's not subtle. It's pretty blunt, but it's so stinking funny because...
Well, we hope so.
Well, no, but I mean, that's the whole point.
Yeah.
You get a very serious message across that the gospel stands on its own. You don't have to...
Yeah, and I think there's a misconception sometimes that because you're doing a comedy, you're not taking the subject seriously. But I think they'll see in this film that it's lighthearted, but we don't take the gospel lightly. And that's the big deal about it. Because when I say to people all the time, the thing about satire, and it's satirical, because we're laughing at ourselves, our own subculture, but you can only satirize something you love. And we love Jesus and we love the church. And so when you satirize something you don't love, it comes across as mean.
Let's watch a clip from Church People right here.
Sign this?
What would Jesus do? It's still happening? I have an idea. Why don't we talk about what Jesus has done? Died and rose again, right?
Oh, I have Jesus in my heart. What I don't have is a beach ball with your name on it.
First Corinthians 15. It's about what Jesus did.
Thanks.
Now, you've got some pretty well-known actors in this film.
We have a great cast. But, you know, once a film's funded, you can get a lot of people interested in your movie. Yeah. So we ended up with a great cast.
Tell me about some of the people that you have in the film, because I think...
So we have Donald Faison, who he used to be in, if you watch Scrubs, he played the sidekick in Scrubs back in the day, the entire run of that series. And then we have Joy Fatone, who is in my big fat Greek wedding.
Yep.
And well, he used to be in NSYNC years ago with Justin Timberlake. And he plays the worship leader, and he is hilarious.
Stephen Baldwin.
Stephen Baldwin, well, the Baldwin brothers, Stephen and William.
You got both of them.
We have both of them, and then we have William's wife, China Phillips. He used to be in the group Wilson Phillips.
Thor, it is great having you here. Wonderful to see you, and I hope you the greatest of success with the film Church People. And church people need to see this. It really is good. So to get your tickets to watch Church People, March the 13th through the 15th, and for theater locations, or to book showing at your church, which you can do, visit churchpeoplefilm.com.